And here's the data. Black women are the most educated group in America, earning more graduate degrees than any other demographic. Yet we're constantly told that our achievements make us less desirable.
First off, let's keep it a whole being. That's cap. Nobody told you that your accomplishments made you less desirable. No. Your aggression, combativeness, and heightened sense of promiscuity, that's what made you less desirable. Men don't date women for wealth. We date women for family. So tell me how your master's degrees and everything else makes you a better wife. And then why are you always trying to compare success and use other nationalities as the metric by which you measure that by? This is a self-esteem issue that I'm finding with some of my sisters. This isn't a black man issue. This is a self-esteem issue, right? You all believe in having hot girl summers, right? You all believe in being saying what's on your mind and being outspoken, strong, and independent. And where has that left you? Independent, right? But those other women, right? Those that don't have master's degrees, some of those that work regular 9 to 5s, they're not like career women. Guess what? You all got the master's degrees. They have the rings. Guess what? And they don't really care how much money a man makes because they know that's not where a man's value comes from. You all think that protection and provision only pertains to monetary things. You all already failed already because you don't even know the rules of the game. Right? Y'all playing checkers and the rest of the women is playing chess. That's why the most educated woman in America is at the bottom of the totem pole. Make it make sense.
I heard no lies. I heard no lies. The same old freaking talking points. American black women are the most educated. You're the most enrolled. The data says nothing. Nowhere on the data that you are number one in the most graduated or even the most in attendance. You're the most enrolled. That means more of you have paid for the freaking enrollment and never showed up to classes. But one thing I want to reiterate what this gentleman says. Just because you're educated doesn't make you a good wife. Men are looking for wives. They're not looking for scholars. No, we're looking for wives. Men don't marry women for their wealth. They marry them for wives, and we're looking for a helpmate. And unfortunately, the most uncooperative race of women that currently exists is the black woman. Can't tell her anything. Don't tell me what to do. How the hell can a man rule and he can't tell you what to do? But yet you listen to the boss, you listen to every other man that has to run your life because he pays you a paycheck. So how's that working out for all of you now that are starting to lose your jobs? Now that America has to tighten the belt, federal government is laying you off in record numbers. Your degrees don't mean shit. Your so-called, I can depend on a job, but I can't depend on a man. Man can divorce me. My job won't. Oh, shit. My job just divorced me. Listen, my friends, I just had to start with that one. But that's not the main subject today, my friends, because it's Friday and it's time for the older man's random reviews.
The older man random review. Learn about life from an older man. Yes, an older man.
Yes, a collection of videos that you guys send me throughout the week from my humble opinion, the opinion of an older man. And that's what I'm here to do, my friends. I'm here to break down the videos that just freaking don't make sense. So subscribe, hit that like button, please. Remember, that like button is the golden ticket to help me keep pushing out these awesome videos. Yeah, they're awesome, okay? It's one of those days. Been up from 3 a.m. You know, as we get older, we tend to go to bed like at freaking 7 and wake up at some godforsaken hour in the morning. My daughters are constantly bothering. Daddy, you woke me up again at 3:30. Why, Daddy, why? Yeah, that's how the body works, man. But hey, I got more work done before they got up to go to school. Yeah, and of course I had to fall asleep again for a nap by the time 11 o'clock came around. But I had already done the gym, took a shower, done all my research, sent a hell of a lot of emails, done more work before 11 a.m. than most people did. Yeah, just a regular older guy, man. All right, so listen, let's get into the next video. Oh, I love this one. This is just a picture. Finally found where my wife shop. I don't know if this is AI or not, but it said, shit you don't need. That is funny. So apparently these are martial arts classes for training girls who are going off to college. This was just cringy. Let me know what you guys think about it, because I just find this over the top and just ridiculous.
Hey! Hey! No! Get away from me! Get away from me! Hey! Enough! Hey, back up! Back up! Back up! Okay. Oh! Get out! Come on!
I have a huge opportunity.
I'm not
It can
interested.
make you rich.
Please take a step back.
You don't want to make money?
No, take a step back! Hey! I don't know you! Take a step back!
All right.
Okay, that was a lot of screaming. I guess if it's a screaming class, yeah. But it just makes me feel like there's another way where women are making men feel like they're absolute predators. I don't know who the perpetrators are in this particular sense. Just these big evil men. But if my child was going off to college, I would say, hey, don't put yourself in any compromising situations where you're alone with a man, period. Okay? Never meet a stranger in a place where you can be a victim. Always in an open area. If you're going out and you're having a drink, no matter what kind of drink it is, make sure you take it with you. If you go into the bathroom, don't leave your drinks open anywhere. Make sure you're with a friend. Protect yourself at all times. Never leave your guard down. That's what I'll tell my daughter. Prevention is better than being in a situation where you have to defend yourself. All right, this is one I got to read. When you let him crack for the first time and delusional creeps in on the way home, yeah, you look like a clown. You know, I always try to put myself in the mind of a woman, especially when she gives her body to a man for the first time. You shouldn't open yourself up initially to a man that you don't know. Don't do that. The idea that you have to go home after hitting something thinking that maybe it's a relationship or I have a chance with him, that should not be a thought process. I mean, I get it. We have come to this point where we have sex before we get to know another person. That's crazy, by the way. It should be the opposite way around. You get to know the person first and then you have sex, as opposed to feeling like a clown when you're leaving from the person's house or he's leaving your house, regardless of what it is. It just blows my mind that you actually have to go through the thought process that, am I the clown in this situation? And I'm sitting here feeling all good thinking that now he's committed to me because he slept with me. I don't know. Have we gone too far with the whole sex thing where women just feel like they got to freaking step up to sex before they get to know the man? Remember, ladies, you're responsible for the sex. Men are responsible for the relationship. If you're giving up the sex really quick, the man has no reason to give you the relationship. He's already got what he wanted.
I miss the time when men used to be pressed about pussy. Now it's just too accessible, and they're not even checking for it anymore. You just get it whenever they want. They used to be able to hold it over their heads, and you can't do that anymore. And that's cool too.
There's that point again. You give it a negative that you don't like, but then you just say, yeah, but that's cool too. No, it's not freaking cool. I don't get this whole idea that I've mentioned this before. Women just have this way of, they're saying something that they don't like, but then after that saying, but that's okay, but that's cool. No, it's not cool. There's nothing cool about it. We've created a market where men literally don't have to work for the punani anymore. The top guys will get it. The bottom guys will just get ignored, period.
I feel like y'all just be picking the darkest, ugliest black girl and giving her kudo points for being pretty.
And I feel like you or him. I feel like your chromosomes is compromised. I feel like your genders is fighting as to which one should present itself more, and that nigga is winning. I feel like you built like a ogre, bitch. I feel like it's giving Lady Glitter Sparkles a little bit of Fiona. I feel like you look like Barnacle Boy. I feel like you look like the T-Rex of Toy Story. I feel like Stevie Wonder drew you, bitch. You look like a monster, actually. You look like you eat briefcases, bitch. You look like a Muppet, bitch. You look like you play tag with yourself, bitch. You look like the Grim and the Reaper, bitch. You look like Jeepers and Creepers, bitch. You look like Underneath Some Darkness, bitch. You look like you steal stingrays and sell porcupines. Oh, abracadabra looking ass, bitch. Bitch, you look like Santa and the Grinch.
Oh, God. That was just the worst roasting. Women roast each other to the nth degree, man. These are beautiful black women. Beautiful. But there's nothing worse than another black woman who's trying to put down a black woman. It's unreal. There's a difference between beauty and skin color, facial structure, skin, whether it's tight, whether it's saggy, whether you're fat, whether you're not. That's beauty. Not the shade of the freaking color. Not the hue in the skin, meaning color. These are beautiful black women. Great bone structure.
Honey, Kendra G is the last person I take dating advice from. This is a woman in her 40s, has no husband. The last man she had was a Nigerian scammer who Tasha K ripped her all up through the internet on. And she doesn't give any good advice. Every opportunity she gets, she takes it to insult or demean a black man or to insult or demean a black woman. Meanwhile, y'all are letting this woman insult you on her show her ass every opportunity that she can. She's rude. She's distasteful. She's uncouth. Her clothes are way too tight for her size. Get into it. Okay. And she really is just, it seems like a very nasty, vile person. But y'all will continuously call in on her show and let her insult you for whatever reason, demean you, speak to you like she's above you in some way, shape, or form. Why? And she got a YouTube channel.
Wow. Whew. Black women ripping other black women down. I mean, she has a point, but woo. I'm just going to let that one sit there. Let it marinate a bit. Yeah.
Oh, God. I think they caught the police and you died it, but we did have taken it got to get out now. Biggest
So she couldn't wait for the store to open. There's obviously a line for the store, so she thought she would break the door down to grab a pile of clothes so she could end up in prison. Right. I'm seriously thinking there's something wrong with today's modern woman. I don't get it. This is in Melbourne, Australia. I mean, I just don't understand this type of behavior. But it's obviously not just in America. Obviously not just in the West. There's something wrong with modern women. This sense of entitlement. Everything must go my way. It's all about me, 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 me. I don't know.
Women regret leaving men. Absolutely. But not all women. These are the women who regret it. And usually it's the women who have gone off and had affairs, because that is the wrong way to deal with the problems. If your husband is ignoring you, if your husband is constantly fighting with you, whatever the reason, turning to seek solace with someone else doesn't actually solve the problem. And then what women typically tend to do, because they're far more emotional than men, when they start an affair, the dopamine kicks in and they imagine they're in love with this new man and they just want to be with him. So then they make the huge mistake. They don't properly think it through. Logic flies out the window. They decide they're going to leave their husband, and in their head they're moving on with the new man. But neither man is interested in that new scenario. So the husband may try to convince her to stay at first. She will then leave, anticipating that the new man is there waiting for her. And frequently he's not. He disappears. I've seen people where the day the woman left, the lover left, and the shock.
Yeah, because he didn't want a relationship with her. He just wanted to sleep with her. He just wanted to bend her over and dig out the guts. That's it. He's not interested in her. As far as he's concerned, she's horrible. But he will separate those cheeks. This is what a lot of women just fail to understand. Just because he wants to freaking open those cheeks, that does not mean he's going to put a ring on that. Absolute opposite. I've done many videos on this before. But women just feel that, man, I'm no longer feeling desirable. And then all of a sudden, some guy shows her some attention. She falls for that shit. She sees it as, wow, I got another exciting option. It's fresh. Not realizing that this is the same feeling she had for her husband in the early days. But she expects to keep getting that high from any man who she's with. This is the stupidity that most women don't understand. You used to have that same dopamine high with the man that you've been with for the last 5, 6, 7, 8 years. What do you think going to happen with any other man that you get involved with from this day forth? It's the same shit. A lot of men wake up and come to this realization, especially men who freaking hit a lot of punani in their early days. You quickly realize that each one of them start to become like the other. You get to a point where like, just a hole. I need something more than just a hole. Women realize that, every relationship reaches a point where it becomes comfortable, normal, boring. Every single one of them. But she don't wake up and realize, okay, this don't make any sense trying to get a new one because the same thing is going to happen. They just love that dopamine high. That's the reason why once a woman is a cheater, she will more than likely stay a cheater because she's looking for the dopamine.
So then there's a double whammy because the wife is left thinking, what do I do now? And she doesn't even know what she wants. So that takes time to settle down. By the time she's processed her emotions and realised what a huge mistake she's made, her husband's not ready to forgive her. Plus, in that scenario, they haven't actually focused and dealt with the issues in the relationship which caused it to break down in the first place. So, yes, women do regret leaving their husbands, but it's usually the ones who are shopping for something better. The ones who leave their husbands because they're abusive, because they're addictive, because the husbands have had affairs, because basically they've been treated like a doormat. No, they don't regret it. They have a huge sense of relief. But the ones who throw away something good when a rocky patch hits because they anticipate they're moving on and up, typically that goes very badly wrong.
Yeah. I mean, for me, I understand this completely. For those of you that are watching, especially the women, you have to understand that you're going to go through these periods where you just feel like nothing is going the way the fairy tales told you that it was going to go. Nothing is working out like the rom-coms that I've been watching. You never saw really solid relationships or normal relationships growing up because mommy and daddy lived apart. You never lived in a nuclear family. You spent half the time with mommy, half the time with daddy, and you never saw them really being husband and wives. You never understood the mundane part of marriage. You never understood monogamy. You never witnessed monogamy. All your friends are doing situationships and hookups and one-night stands. That's all you've ever done your entire life. And then you decided to get married. And then 5, 6, 7, 8 years, 15 years down the line, you miss that dopamine high that you used to get when you were out on the streets. The streets are always calling you. Always. That's why men do not want women with high body counts. Please understand that, ladies. You will live in regret.
We equate our value to how many men want to sleep with us, how many men are in our DMs, and how many proposals we got. Not marriages, proposals. If all these guys want us and we want none of those guys, then we have no option. And I think that's like a hard pill for us to swallow. Like, we don't want to admit that, but we know deep down inside, like, we go to our message requests or our DMs or our text messages, and it's just full of guys that want to sleep with us or, you know, talk about our bodies. We realize, like, damn, we ain't got no option. Because really, you only consider the guys' options.
And it's the same freaking old story. Bottom line is that this is a woman that actually said it. That's the beautiful thing about it. Because we always hear these women on these podcasts. Oh, you have any idea how many men are in my DMs? I can hook up every night. And the men are always coming back. But yeah, those are the men that want to sleep with you. Those are not the men who want to marry you. Men are not proposing, like she said. Men don't freaking propose anymore. Most men don't have the desire to freaking get married. I know this because when I announced that I had a copy of a domestic arrangement document, so that was drawn up by 2 lawyers, in one day I had 118 men who sent me out requests just for me mention it in one show. If you want a copy and you haven't got one yet, I'll be more than happy to send it out to you guys. Because men are not interested in getting the government involved with their relationships. They would prefer to have a domestic arrangement. I had to advise a gentleman half an hour ago before I record this one video, don't get married. He's never been married before and he feels that he's losing out and he won't. He's just hit 50, no kids. He has no desire to have any kids, but he's lonely. He wants to have a relationship. And I said, that's the only way to go, my friend. Get involved with a domestic relationship. Make sure she don't have any kids. Make sure it's not a baby mama. Or if it is a baby mama, make sure that the child is 17, 18, where he don't have to look after that child. But put that in the agreement. There will be no child support. You have to pay me rent. If you're moving with me, you have to contribute a certain amount of money towards the bills. Have everything outlined in the agreement. But here's the thing. It is to both of your advantages if you get into a domestic arrangement where you're sharing bills, because AI is going to screw every single one of us. And if you don't start decreasing your expenses and paying off some of your bills, you're going to be in trouble. I am encouraging you to shack up, get involved, partner up, network. I don't care what you want to call it with another person, whether it's 2 guys buddying up, or whether it's 2 ladies doing your thing, get it together, because things are going to get hard, very hard. All the signs are there. When Valley Girls meet. I don't understand this type of talking, man, but it's just freaking annoying to hear. But I'm glad when somebody really freaking overemphasize it. Sound like the Kardashians.
How are you, babe? Oh my god. Literally so great there. Stop that. Literally so great. No way. Oh my god. You did not. No. Yeah. Yeah. Really? Stop that. So great there. Oh my god. I literally know. You went to Erewhon? Yeah, Erewhon. Oh my god. It's so great there. And you had a matcha latte? Yeah, baby. Oh my god, totally. So great there. Really?
Oh, that was freaking hilarious. Oh man. Yeah, I got some funny ones in here today.
My butt look big?
No, your big butt makes the pants look small. I mean, your big butt makes the room look small. Wait, what I mean is, why are we blaming your pants for your big butt?
Hey, baby, it's me.
She left me. Do you want to meet up? Okay. I'll see you soon. I can't wait.
That's how you gotta play with your wife. Make her realize how stupid she sounds when she asks these dumbass questions. Don't play those games with her, okay? If her ass looks big, just say, yeah, your ass looks big. I like it, but your ass looks big in those pants. You need to go and work out more. I'm cold with my wife. She knows that she's gonna get the truth, and I will not indulge. My wife never does this, by the way, just so you guys would understand. Because she knows that I don't play that. Don't play that at all. All right, let's get serious now.
Shut up, suit up, show up. Now, I'm speaking to myself when I say this. Shut up means stop whining. You know, there are people who don't have food today. There are people whose children are being killed today. There are people who don't have a roof over their... You have tons of things. Shut up, don't whine. Speaking to myself. Suit up means prepare, do your homework. Don't expect life just to present it to you. You have to go out and work hard at something. Show up meaning not show off, but just do the best you can. Step into life, you know. Sooner or later, life knocks us down. Death is the great democracy, but you're here to live it as best you can by lights that matter within instead of what people around you are saying, you know. And as simplistic as that slogan is, I know a lot of people have copied it and put it on their refrigerator because it's a reminder of this is your life. You're accountable. What are you going to do about that?
Well, that's again for everybody. I think shut up, suit up, show up.
Yes. Powerful words. Powerful words. These are the older generation that understand how hard life can be. And they've pushed through it. That's why it's better for you to listen to an older man. These are men who freaking just had to do it. No one came to save them, and they survived. That's why you should always listen to an older man. Powerful words.
Yep, it's y'all fault. It's what y'all wanted. This what y'all wanted. Red chill. I don't know who Baby Z's is. I don't know who Kid Z's is. But y'all dead ass wrong. Y'all so wrong. I don't think God can make it right. This is too wrong.
This is why we need fathers in the home. Gosh. No father would let his son participate in such a freaking clown show. I see it and it makes me cringe. Makes me cringe. I'm not going to say anything else. It's not something I approve at all. Now, this here is a powerful example of... Now, this is a powerful indication of when the ugly one in the group, the fat one in the group, don't get any approval, don't get any attention, and how she lashes out. This gentleman did this experiment, and it's a perfect example of how this works. But gentlemen, if you're ever in this situation, just shut her down.
Excuse me, guys. I had to confess something. I think you're gorgeous. What's her name?
I don't think she wants to talk to you.
Who the fuck are you, bitch?
You're interrupting us.
Next time I'll just come with a donut. Excuse me, I just crossed the street to tell you how beautiful you are.
Thank you.
Is that a sign?
No, she's married and has a baby.
What?
She's married and has a baby.
Do me a favor. Shut the fuck up.
You want to pay for all the bills?
No, it's okay. Don't worry. I didn't ask you. Excuse me. I had to confess something. I think you're gorgeous.
Thanks. Oh, yeah, she is. I've had a boyfriend for like 5 years.
Oh, no, that's okay. I was talking to her, not you. I know you have a boyfriend.
No, I'm letting you know she has a boyfriend.
Oh, but she can talk for herself.
I'm reiterating what she just fucking said.
All right, relax. You don't get that. You don't get to talk, okay? You're too.
I absolutely do.
You already look big enough. Don't talk big, too.
Every single one of these women have that one ugly friend, that one fat friend that makes them look better, right? She's also the worst gatekeeper, cock blocker, as they call them. Ladies, if you want success with men, you need to shut your fat friend down quickly, very quickly. Just say, Susan, please stop. Susan, stop. I want to talk to him, okay? Or just don't bring her out with you. She's not necessary. The reality of it is that this is something that happens all the time. Either the ugliest one in the group will try to gatekeep, or the fattest one. As far as I'm concerned, it's one and the same. The thing is, gentlemen, you got to be polite to the fat one. You got to find a polite way to shut down the fat one without insulting. Just say, hey, okay, I understand. But does that mean I can't say hello to her? Of course, she can't say no, because that would clearly call out on her own BS. You got to learn to slip by the gatekeepers, the old CBs, because every single fat one that stands there at night, she thinks her job is to protect her hot friend. But what it really means is, I got no attention. I need to speak up and make my presence known. Even if it's arrogant, abusive, insulting, I don't care what it is. This man wasn't paying me any attention, and I have to make sure that I'm seen as well. At 71, how do you want to age this way? Damn, that's a hot 71-year-old, man. Whew. All I'm showing you, gentlemen, ladies, is that if you're 35 years old and you don't look like that at this woman at 70, you're failing. You have failed. Because this is what anyone can achieve if they work hard. This woman put in the work. She's maintained herself, and she's put in the work to stay like this. I met a 42-year-old today at the gym. This woman's body was so freaking, just so you understand, I am an International Federation of Bodybuilder Judge X. So I know what symmetry is. I know what a perfect human body looks like when everything is developed. Nothing is overdeveloped. But I'm talking about hip to shoulder ratio, to butt to breast ratio, no fake titties, nice little mound. Perfect ratio of height to muscularity, femininity in perfect check. I mean, everything. I just had to stop her and say, excuse me, I think you have an amazing body, perfect symmetry. Have you done any competitions? And she says, yeah, I used to do competitions before my 3 sons. And I'm like, 3 sons? There was a stomach that was as flat as a freaking washboard. Just 3 sons. She said, my oldest is 17 and my youngest is 12. I'm like, wow. I mean, perfect body. So all I'm saying, the reason I tell you this, and for those ladies that are watching, I don't want you to ever give me this excuse of, oh, well, she didn't have any kids, or kids, my body, my kids, my body been destroyed by kids, etc. It's all a pile of BS. The reality of it is, if you work hard and watch your food intake, you can look like this 71-year-old woman at 71. Not at 40, because her body looks like a freaking 40-year-old who's in excellent shape. But she's 71. Whew. All right, one more.
She has choices. At 18, you have nothing. At 25, she looks for love. At 25, you're chasing goals. At 30, she slows down. At 30, you're just getting started. Dear son, a woman's life starts at 18. A man's life starts at 30. A woman is born with value. A man is born with no value. She has to protect her value. You have to build your value. I didn't make the rules. Nature did.
And this is what I had to tell another woman this morning who has sons, and one of them are depressed because his girlfriend just left him. And I had to explain this to her. She never thought about it. The husband, he works hard. He hardly gets time to spend with the son, and she spends most of the time with him, but she don't know how to talk to him. I told her that she has to tell her husband that he has to put more time in to take care of his son. Unfortunately, the father never grew up with a father, and he had a very cold mother that literally ignored him most of the time. So apparently the father sort of lives that same life, the same sort of mentality he grew up with. That's what he's applying to his life. But that man should have known that if I grew up like that, I shouldn't want to do that to my son today. Men, if you have sons, you have to be there for them. You are the example for them. The older man right now, I'm mentoring men who have not had fathers. And these are 50-year-old men. These are 60-year-old men. These are men who are literally my age, who have that same empty feeling that should have been filled when they were boys. Yeah, some of these men are younger, of course, but it's the same empty feeling when you don't have a father, man. The hole is hard to fill. So, my friends, listen, I'm going to shut it off there. Hit that like button, please, on the way out. Subscribe if you haven't. Hey, gentlemen, the older man is here for you. Book a session if you need any help from me. And, of course, until tomorrow, my friends, remember, whenever in doubt, always, always ask an older man. I'll see you soon. Cheers.